Iran reportedly struck a key high-value U.S. missile defense radar in Jordan, which is critical for the Gulf region's security. According to a Bloomberg report citing a U.S. official, Iran managed to destroy the radar system, worth $300 million. It was a core part of the U.S. missile defense network in the Gulf, providing crucial data to track incoming missiles and guide interceptor batteries like THAAD and Patriot. Without this sensor, missile defense systems could face delays in detecting and tracking threats. CNN, citing commercial satellite imagery, earlier reported that satellite photos show an RTX Corp AN/TPY-2 radar and support equipment used by U.S. THAAD missile defense systems was destroyed at Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan in the opening days of the war. A U.S. official later confirmed the destruction of the equipment. Data gathered by the Foundation for Defense of Democracy's think tank show 2 reported Iranian strikes in Jordan. One was destroyed on February 28th, and the second was on March 3. Both were reported to have been intercepted, as per Bloomberg. If the attack on THAAD is true, this would mark Iran's most successful attack so far. U.S. Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, or THAAD, units are meant to destroy ballistic missiles at the edges of the atmosphere, enabling them to engage more difficult threats than shorter-range Patriot batteries. With this AN/TPY-2 radar out of commission, missile interception duties will fall onto the Patriot systems, for which PAC-3 missiles are already in short supply, as per Bloomberg. The U.S. has 8 THAAD units globally, including in South Korea and Guam. The batteries cost about $1 billion each, with the radar comprising about $300 million of that, according to the Center for Strategic and International Studies. A THAAD battery consists of 90 soldiers, 6 truck-mounted launchers, and 48 interceptors, 8 per launcher, 1 TPY-2 radar, as well as a tactical fire control and communication unit. Each interceptor missile, manufactured by Lockheed Martin Corp., costs about $13 million. During the initial days of the war, an AN/FPS-132 radar in Qatar, a fixed installation unlike the mobile THAAD system, was also damaged in an Iranian attack. That system is an early warning radar designed to spot threats at extreme distances, but without the precision needed to launch weapons at them. Iran's unprecedented retaliation using missiles and drones has overwhelmed U.S. air defense systems in the Middle East. It has prompted fears that stockpiles of advanced interceptors, such as THAAD and Patriot 3, will soon run dangerously low. On Friday, defense contractors, including Lockheed and RTX, met at the White House as the Pentagon pushes to speed weapons production.
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it has launched a large-scale attack on U.S. military bases across the Gulf region. In a statement cited by Iranian media, the IRGC claimed it fired ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones at several American installations, marking one of the most direct strikes yet against U.S. forces during the ongoing conflict. According to the IRGC statement carried by Iranian outlets, the targets included El Dhafra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates, Ali Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait, and Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. These bases are key hubs for American air operations and military coordination across the Middle East. The IRGC claims the strikes damaged multiple strategic facilities at these installations. Iranian forces say radar systems, drone operation facilities, fuel depots, air traffic control infrastructure, and sections of runways were hit during the attack. The claims have not yet been independently verified. Iran's elite military force also issued a warning following the strikes. The IRGC said retaliatory operations would continue and warned that Iran's enemies should expect what it called further decisive surprises on the battlefield as the conflict escalates. Meanwhile, the United Arab Emirates has confirmed casualties following the attacks. The UAE Ministry of Defense said Iranian strikes on the country left 3 people dead and 112 others injured. Authorities said the victims include citizens from 19 different countries. Officials in the UAE said emergency services responded quickly to the strikes, and the injured were transported to nearby hospitals. Authorities have not yet released details on the nationalities of those killed, but confirmed that the wounded include both foreign nationals and Iranian citizens.
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it has launched the 22nd wave of Operation True Promise 4, firing a barrage of missiles towards Israeli and U.S.-linked targets. The announcement was made in a statement carried by Tasnim news agency. According to Tasnim, the new wave began Friday afternoon under the codename Ya Hussein ibn Ali. The IRGC said missiles were launched toward what it described as the heart of the occupied territories. The IRGC said the strike involved several missile types, including Khorramshahr-4, Khaybar, and Fatah missiles, targeting locations from the Persian Gulf region to Tel Aviv. The statement, carried by Tasnim news agency, said targets included American and Israeli-linked facilities in Gulf countries, along with locations around Tel Aviv, Ben Gurion Airport, and military centers in Haifa. Iran said one of the missiles used in the barrage was the Khorramshahr-4, described as an ultra-heavy missile carrying a 2-ton warhead and capable of speeds exceeding Mach 14, according to the IRGC statement. Iranian officials also rejected claims that its missile capabilities have weakened. The IRGC said the latest launches demonstrate that its network of missile bases remains fully operational, Tasnim reported. A senior IRGC official told Fars news agency that most missiles fired during the first week of the war were older systems produced between 2012 and 2014. The official said Iran has largely held back its newest missile systems so far, but warned that more advanced long-range missiles could be used in the coming days if the conflict continues, according to Fars. The IRGC says it is prepared for a prolonged war until what it calls the aggressor is punished.
The Iranian ballistic missiles targeted the Ben Gurion International Airport in Israel, the Israeli media reported. According to Israeli media, there had been no reports of injuries following the latest Iranian ballistic missile attack on central Israel. According to the Israeli military, a small number of missiles were launched in the salvo. There were no reports of direct impacts in residential areas. Fragments reportedly landed in some areas. Sirens went off in Tel Aviv again after Iran launched ballistic missiles on the Israeli capital. The latest strikes mark a full week of attacks affecting countries across the Middle East. The IDF Home Front Command said civilians in areas where sirens sounded can now leave bomb shelters, but should still remain close to them. The Iranian military's missile strikes took place amid Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu chairing a meeting on the security assessment. Video released by the Israeli government press office showed alleged footage from the meeting of Benjamin Netanyahu with security officials, including David Zini, head of Israel's security agency, and several ministers. Those present included Defense Minister Israel Katz, Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar, Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. Iran on Friday said it mass-launched ballistic missiles at Israel, according to the Iranian state-owned television. The report identified them as Khaybar, Khorramshahr 4, and Fatah. Iran said the launch marks Wave 22 of Operation True Promise 4. On Thursday, the Israeli military said its air force carried out 2,500 strikes and dropped over 6,000 munitions on Iran.